Okay guys, so here we have the outbuilding. It's a really nice little building that has like a little lofty biddy area and it comes with some barrels and some scatter. And it's just one of those little small buildings that adds a little bit of extra yumminess to your village. Now, do have a disclaimer with this particular building. There is a very slight manufacturing defect on here. This part here is supposed to have a half cut here and here, but it's actually got a cut all the way through. It is a really easy fix, so I'll talk you through that as we basically pop this little fella off of the sheet, as it were, and I'll get straight into this little bit of this piece here. So I'm going to pop these off. Okay, so here is the main structure of the. It's not really a building; it's more of a kind of a canopy. You have to put your bales of hay under, as it were. And here, where these two gaps are, this is where there should be a half cut that you'd normally bend. Now, the quickest and easiest thing that you can do with this right here, okay, because there's three options for this quick little fix, is you could use a bit of good old sticky tape and just put it on the reverse side, because it's inside the building anyway, you can't see it, it's sort of on the inside of it, and that will then fold flat, do everything you have like a half cut, and you would just assemble it as normal. The other option would be to just glue it in place. So you'd stick this side on and then you just glue these two areas at the right angle like that, and you'll be quite happy with that. That's great. Another area, if you want a kind of a more, for want of a better word, a permanent fix, something that you can slot in and slot out, so it's kind of a little bit more like the normal Battle Systems terrain, is that you can actually just cut here, 4 little slots on here, so that it basically mimics this wall here. These ones have already got a slot at the end of this side, so you just need to do 1, 2, 3, 4 little slots there. And all you would need to do is you'd need to put this one over the top of that, like so, and grab yourself a little marker pen, and you're just gonna mark inside of here with this marker pen, and you'll do the same with these ones. And then you'll just cut a slot to the same size as what's on there. And to do that, you can use your little side snips, or you can use a little scalpel. So I'm going to very quickly just adjust mine to have that slot, so I can show you what I mean. Just take me a couple of minutes. Okay, so that really was just literally just a couple of minutes for me to just add those extra little slots on there. Now you've only got 2 of these card clips, but most of you guys will have plenty of the extra clips kicking around. If you've only got a village core set, which is the only thing this comes in, and you've only got those clips from there, then the sticky tape version is probably just as good. Or if you try to cut the slots and you can't, you can use a sticky tape version. It'll still look absolutely fantastic. So I will just grab a couple of extra clips. And now we can just assemble this as normal. So here's my original one, which from the ends, and I'm going to put a couple of bits in here. It's also important to note out actually that this building kind of works reasonably well even without this back wall on at all, in which case you could assemble it without any adjustments at all and just pop the roof on top. It won't be as sturdy, but just another option. Okay, so I'm going to pop these on here. And there you go. If you really wanted to and you're handy with a blade, you could even make a couple of these little extra card clips if you like. So there you go. That is the base part. Now we can get back to the rest of the sheet. and the rest of the sheet is really quite straightforward. There's a couple of barrels on it, and there's a ladder, which, and you know, these things are all handled in the scatter terrain dedicated video. So I'm going to pop this out. I'm just going to go for the walls here. The roof, sorry. Now, one thing, because this roof here is the kind of roof that could slide a little bit, if you've got the tavern set, you can see that. What we provide here is we do provide two little roof supports, and I'll explain how they might help you if you like your roof a little bit more sturdy. But let me just assemble this roof again. Normal process where I will very carefully kind of bend this through. Okay, and here is our little roof, and so all you've got left is you've got this little piece that sits on top, and then you can kind of rest that on top. You put the ladder down one side, and you've got your little overhang barn. Put a couple of barrels inside or outside that come on the sheet, and it'll look absolutely fantastic. Like I say, a little bit of slide on here. If that's the sort of thing that bothers you, what you can do is you can rest this underneath like so, and you can mark off an area either side, and then you can glue these little parts on here, and then when you put that back on top, those will basically stop this from sliding around. Okay, so that's one option that we provide if you prefer a little bit more stability from the roof, as it were. And of course, we've got this little trapdoor as usual at the top of there, which is all pretty cool. And that is your little outbuilding.